But now, B, let's go ahead and talk about this. B, I heard hip hop was alive recently. Me personally, I never thought it died, but I've heard recently that hip hop is alive again.
Mm.
B, recently we've gotten the Joey Bada responses to the West Coast in the middle of our last episode of this one, which is crazy because I told Joey, hey, hold off on this until we get to shooting the episode. He said, all right, I got you. But then he just started dropping it instead. And I'm like, dude, I thought we had an agreement. Um, Joey dropped three diss tracks in response to multiple artists, Ray Vaughn, Daylyt, Hitta J3 wanted to include himself in this, which it's like, dude, get on, you're a bug, you're a peon. But yeah, Ray Vaughn gave some responses. Daylyt gave some responses, and it was coming quick in a succession with these responses as well. B, what are your thoughts on some of these diss tracks?
It was like I saw somebody say this. It was like diarrhea. Not saying it was shit. It was just like so much coming out. It's like, bro,
Mhm.
I can't hold it. And some of it was trash. Some of it's like, bro, come on, relax, bro. Like Daylyt, like, come on, bro. Like,
Yeah.
just you didn't have to release those other tracks. I'm like, bro, I didn't even listen to them. It's like, I'm like, come on, bro. I'm
B,
not.
I saw the clip of him just on stage trying to use the bathroom, and I'm just like,
Oh, that old like with his ass cheeks out.
yeah.
Yeah.
I'm just
Uh,
like, I said on Twitter, I was like, what did he expect to do after that if he would have succeeded in what he was doing? Like, was you
yeah.
just gonna pull your jaws up and not wipe, or like, what was gonna happen in that situation?
Daylight just, bro, weird, crazy antics. But overall, when I think about it, I think it's cool, but I think it's just OD. It kind of got start to feeling like control. We know when Kendrick dropped control, his control verse, and everybody started making a freaking diss, or not even a diss, a response. That's how I felt here, and I'm like, bro, it's in the control situation. I kind of felt it, like why I was like that. But like this one, I'm like, okay, some of y'all just shut up. Like we're not gonna listen to all this. Like CJ Fly, like I understand Joey's your guy, but shut up. Nick Caution, I understand Joey your guy. Shut up. Like he can handle his own. You know what I mean? It's like chill out. That's how I
Uh,
felt.
Currently, I'm looking for Justin Hunt's Twitter
The list
because
he did is like
yeah, he made a list of over 90 something songs. Oh, so it's 93 tracks, 49 artists completely.
damn.
With Joey, Lit Poppy, Stoic Mike, 10 Connects, Cliff Savage, Daylyt, Mr. Green Eye and Buru, Rayvon, Coyote, Curtis King,
B,
Roz
you
Hass,
B,
CJ.
you could just stop. You could just
Yeah,
stop.
I'm just giving the listeners, because we got to remember this is a time capsule. I'm just giving them
Yeah.
a good amount of stuff that we got because B, let's be real. I didn't listen to a quarter of this.
B, I
I'm
listened to
not going to.
B, you had the storyline, the like even though it's barely a storyline, but you had your linear focus, but you had all these outside. It's like open world. It's like an open world video game with all these extra.
Mhm.
Hey, me! Hey, could you help me? Could you help me find my dog? Oh, my daughter ran away. Could you help? No, I'm on to the main mission. This is what this was. You know what I'm saying? Like
Uh,
if Daylight didn't drop it, if Joey didn't drop, or if Rayvon didn't drop, I'm not listening. I'm listening to it on mute.
but
Even
B,
though
what about the hitter? I thought we loved Hitter's music.
B, I listened to that on mute. I told you. I ain't hear nothing. I was like, you watch Pootie Tang?
I
Uh,
seen clips of it.
when he was like, ooh, it was silent music. They're like, oh, this is
Uh,
good. No, I was like, no, I'm not listening to this, bro. I'm good. I ain't gotta hit a J3, man. Get the hell out of here. That boy is annoying, threatening us with a diss track. Then he gonna say, nah, I was just playing. I ain't dropping nothing. Cause he saw that, and then he gonna drop something. Bro, you probably already had it queued up and didn't know how to take it off. So you had to live with it. He probably he seemed like a guy that don't know how to work technology. He was like, dang, I already scheduled it to release on YouTube, but I don't know how to unschedule it. That's how he is. B. He not unscheduled a release. B. He had to
oh
live in
man.
it,
Oh, trust me, he lived in it. He was the only
man.
one living in it.
And then gonna try to shout out Screwface Gene for the only person reacting to it. Yeah, shout out Screw. I'm like, bro, cause Screwface using you for clicks, nigga. Nobody care
Yeah.
about your weak diss. Get
Yeah.
out of here. AZ cheeks, ass cheeks. He did his, he did one. I'm like, bro, hey, I don't know. Did we talk about it last time? He's like, I'm bad. He
No.
said, you bad to the ass, I'm bad to the bone. Like, what?
Mm.
Do I got a lyrical miracle whoop your ass?
Talking about, hey, you ain't got no platinum hit. And then he's like, we don't care if you wrote Rockstar.
A diamond hit. Get out of here, bro.
I'm just like, what are we talking
How
about?
you gonna
No.
mention he don't got hits and then mention the hits? Even like Ray Vaughn. Nick ain't got no hits. CJ ain't got no hits. So Pro Era don't exist. Get out of here, bro. Like,
Ray Vaughn, from the looks of TDE, y'all don't exist right now either. Y'all not what y'all used to be.
yeah, bro. Somebody commented on us saying the West not up, Kendrick up. Did you see my response to that?
No, I did not see your response
I'm
to
gonna
that.
see
I
if I
saw
can
the
find.
comment, but I forgot to
I
I
told
forgot
him
to
this,
look at it.
bro. You saw what he said?
Okay, so let's actually give the context for the people who,
Yeah.
dang, where is it at? Oh, no, that's not it. That's not it. I'm trying to look for it. Do you got the comment pulled up, B?
I had it pulled up, but I freaking closed the tab. I can find it real quick. I was like, dang, I
Yeah.
did close that tab. But
But I'm trying to see where you responded. Oh, here he goes. He says, I wouldn't say only Kendrick is up in terms of West Coast. Tyler, Q, Vince, Doechii, who is from Florida, SZA, all either from West Coast or signed to the West Coast label, had highly successful projects slash moments last year. I don't think anyone really did as well as the West Coast in 2024. I see your comment, and you say
yeah,
we say Kendrick because of mainstream success. Yes, Tyler's from the West, but if Kendrick was never out, would people be saying the West is out? Think about it. Also, SZA and Doechii is on West Coast label. They're not from the West Coast. Thanks for watching it for the comment.
yeah. But though, B, think
Yeah,
about it
like
though.
I don't like the but they're signed to a West Coast label.
B,
Come
if
on,
Kendrick
come
never
on.
came out, B, would nobody would be saying the West is up. Because Tyler put out a project
No,
that was selling good and everything. Picture the beef never
yeah,
happened. Nobody would be saying that. Vince Staples, bro. Really? We love Vince Staples over here. But come
I
on.
think I think the West. They say the West is up only because of the pop out. Only because of the pop out.
Bro, only because of Kendrick popped out. And had
Yeah,
because when Kendrick popped out with Mr. Morale and the Big Steppers, the West wasn't up.
facts. Facts. And Vince, I hate to say it like this. I heard no one in person talking about that. Doechii, she bubbled last year at the end of the year, especially at the
Mhm.
beginning of this year with the Grammy win. SZA, she's a pop star. She was always going to be popping. We didn't say that the West Coast was popping with SZA popping off like with SOS and anything
Hey,
like
then the
that.
East up, B, she from Jersey. Somebody from the East Coast got the label bumping, bro. Come on.
Hey, and then Q, I don't want to say like this, but that album, it got swept under the rug because of the beef.
Hmm.
So it's like West is not up. Kendrick is up.
Kendrick's
Tyler is
up.
up.
Hey, shoot,
You
Tyler
other
not even up.
Negroes,
Kendrick
look.
up.
The worst part is, look. Other artists think the West is up so good they think they could jump in the ring with Joey. Y'all forgot. Like, and then the worst part, when Ray Vaughn, he thought he was clever with getting that 50 Cent beat, that back down beat or whatever,
Hmm.
doing what he was doing on there. Then Joey said, "All right, I'm gonna get a West Coast beat, and I'm gonna put hit 'em ups like little sample that they have in
Hmm.
there from Paid in Full. I'm gonna get that."
That man said, "You say I ain't got his number. He authorized the hit." No, he didn't, bro. Kendrick's like,
Bro,
"Hey,
look, he was agreeing with Joey. Hey, I wouldn't even let you sleep on my couch.
yeah, hey, B, what y'all do?" No, little
Gotta put
bro.
that hand on the shoulder, B.
No.
Come on, we gotta. Come on, Raymond. Come on. Oh man. Come on,
That's
you ain't
so
gotta
funny
lie like that. Hey, look,
when I
you ain't
see
gotta
that
lie to
B.
kick it, my Negro.
Yeah, B. When that B pop up, it's so funny. But nah, bro. Hey, Rayva, like I liked his first verse. I thought it was cool, but then when he started
From
the whole
back
taking a
down.
Diddy angle, I'm like, bro, like you could throw a little shots, but like if you OD on on that narrative, it's not gonna work.
I think
It
the thing
just didn't work.
Joey put it out there for bait. Rayvon took it and he said, so that's all top there too. And we know
Yeah.
that top got the allegations currently be. I'm like,
Hmm.
oh, you gotta stop. You're
Yes,
going to get
bro.
to
Like
actual lyricists right now.
he gotta relax, bro.
Facts. And then your boy Suave, he had a little thing against Reason.
He
Reason
say
recently
reasons.
dead
Yeah,
end hip hop. He explained his reason for jumping out, talking
yeah.
about Joey, I'm so disappointed. I'm like,
I'm kind of heartbroken, bro. Reason, like I said last show, you didn't have a reason. You just wanted to rap. But
facts.
I understand. I understand. Um, I
I hate
understand,
this
bro.
B, and we've talked about this before. I just hate rapping for the sake of rapping with no intention behind it.
Mhm. But
Oh
his
yeah, we're doing this
attention.
because of the
But you know his
competitive
attention.
sport. Oh yeah, to get clicks, views. He's off the
Yeah.
label. He needs that attention. But look, their intention is for attention.
Hmm.
Um, but yeah, going to this, yeah, a lot of these diss tracks didn't care for. That was weak. Joey was obviously the star of the show again.
Hmm.
Because we talked about the finals last episode. This one we had the track with Loaded Lux on there,
It's called My
which
Town, right?
I think so, for my town or my
For
town,
yeah,
whichever one it is. And then we have
Crash Dummy.
yeah, the one where he was going off on there. And I'm like,
Hmm.
Joey, I love this. Please stop after this because this is all I needed.
Bro, I didn't
You
need
have
the Crash
effortless
Dummy track.
you have effortlessly. I think the thing is like he was like, okay, I'm toying with this idea because okay, you want to do a East Coast beat? Let me do a
Hmm.
West Coast one and show you how it's done. I'm
Hmm.
like, I love this, but I needed to stop after this.
Yeah, yeah.
Like I'm done. I'm fatigued. Like Joey responding was the most fun part of everything. Like I get it. Ray Vaughn was responding. You putting your hat in the ring. I get it.
Hmm.
But this is an amateur fighting a heavyweight, like title holder almost
Hmm.
in comparison. And that's why I put that meme of like Tom from Tom and Jerry spanking that one little mouse's butt. I'm like, this is just
Hey,
Joey the Ray Vaughn right now.
hey, when you speak of fatigue, this is the real black fatigue.
Facts.
Black fatigue right here. Get sick of you rappers. This rapping fatigue, beef fatigue. Like, come
Yeah.
on, shed it.
I'm just tired of them sawing a lick from last year. They're like, oh, let's run that back again. And around the
Let's
same
run it
time too.
back.
Let's do that. It
Yeah,
didn't work out for any of them, I feel. But
yeah.
B,
I don't know.
is hip hop alive now because of this beef?
I think hip hop is still in a shaky place. I'm not saying it's on life support. I think that this is more of a internet thing. But when it comes to when it comes to money, when it comes to capital, I think, and when it comes to just albums and radio success and just overall, I don't think hip hop's in a good place. The beef last year was big for hip hop because it was two legacy acts from era that still was reigning supreme in hip hop that actually boosted, some of the funds when it comes to radio. But right now, you think about it, Kendrick, Drake, it's still the same like heavyweights are legacy acts that's only the ones that's making noise. Even when it
Mhm.
comes to this beef right here, you got to have Joey. Even though Joey wasn't like mainstream successful, but he's still somebody that's been in the game for longer than 10 years that's actually kind of doing something for hip hop. I feel like for hip hop to grow further and longer, to actually have some type of like growth, we're gonna need some of these younger artists to actually make some moves, mainstream wise and underground. But I still feel like the older statesmen are the ones that's making moves right now. And I don't think that a beef keeps hip hop alive. I think we still need to bring around the artistry as well, the albums, even some of our guys as single artists. We still need them. And I'm not delusional. I know it's people out there, but I think we need more. And I know we're in a space, right, where we have more than just celebrities that are celebrities, if you get what I
Yeah.
mean. We have
Mhm.
streamers, YouTubers, TikTokers, Instagrammers. It's a whole bunch of people out here that has a lot of eyes on them. So the superstar angle we used to think about, where's the new superstars? I'm understanding that like we're just far removed from that. We have so much access to different people now that it won't be the same. Even it's affecting musicians, it's affecting actors, it's affecting the industry as a whole, that it'll never be the same. So I feel like hip hop, when they don't, I wouldn't say they need superstars, but I think we should still focus on the album in a way, the
Mhm.
artistry. Uh I think we need to focus on keeping music still creative and innovation. But I think at the time we're in now, we're in a microwavable society that is hard to like have a good amount of artists kind of pushing the genre forward, in my
Mhm.
opinion. I probably said a lot there, but I hope I made some type of sense. But
No, you did. I remember
yeah.
you was telling me about a Bruiser Wolf tweet recently too. Do you have that?
No, no, pink seafood.
Oh, Pink Seafood.
Pink
I
seafood, my bad.
apologize.
No, no, pink seafood actually said that. So he I was thinking this and he goes, all y'all saying battle rap is the foundation and competition is needed. Y'all not saying nothing new. That's all y'all give a F about. Great art with a person targeting still competition, production, lyrics, etc. that needed also and everybody want to be YNs have a op. That's the problem. And when you go into that part, like that's not even looked at as competition because I feel like when you have the ops, the YN talk, the drill music, yes, they put it on wax, but it's started off in the road.
Yeah.
It's in the streets, bro. It was just it's the street stuff. So that part of hip hop is not competitive in that way. That's competition, competition in the streets.
Competition to
You
see
know what I'm
who's
saying?
living longer.
Yeah, yeah. It's like whoever gets to the booth, we know who winning pretty much, you know. If you don't get to
Hmm.
the booth no more, you lost. Dang, that's kind of dark. But I understand what he's saying. It's because I think creatively, if we push ourselves as well, it also continue the genre to live longer. And I think that's more of a long-term factor because the more you beef with someone, it becomes personal. You can't continue to beef on someone and say the same thing because you're gonna have to take another angle. That's why I never
Hmm.
think competitive hip hop can stay competitive. It can't because it gets to a point where you got to go to another level to outdo your opponent. You can't just keep out rapping and you're gonna continue to say the same thing. You're gonna have to get personal. You gotta say some things to wow the people, which can go outside of rap. So I believe that you could kind of keep it to a minimum when it comes to this. This it's just so many angles you could take for before it become personal. So that's my opinion. I think out here making the music, pushing the albums forward, being creative can make the hip hop genre last longer. Uh, that makes hip hop being back is pushing the genre, not just ranking on each other. Because it gets to a point where it gets ugly, B. You heard what Daylyt said. I'm gonna be at your door. I slit your baby mama up. I'm holding your kid with her blood on my hands. Yeah, you could keep it artistic expression, but it gets to a point where like, yo, bro, don't mention killing my baby mom and having my kid
Hmm.
while you're on the stairs. Like, it can get personal. So
Yeah.
that's all I'm saying.
Um, when it comes to the beef, I don't care. I like Joey, so I like Joey's responses.
Hmm.
But I completely agree with Pink Seafood. I think I said it on Twitter a few days ago, like, oh, y'all only talking about hip hop is alive when there's beef happening. I'm like, y'all
Hmm.
not real hip hop fans. Y'all are the
Hmm.
shade room disguised as hip hop fans. That's all it is.
Hmm.
Um, Going into this, I just want better albums, man. Better projects. Start out doing others with making better music. Because y'all Negroes, some of y'all ain't making good projects or songs, especially within this beef. Like, yeah, you might have said the most vile thing, but does it sound good on wax? Daylyt, I'm specifically talking to you. Maybe Hit a J too. Well, Hit a J just don't sound good in general. Whether he's tweeting, rapping, he just don't sound good in general. I don't never ever need to see or hear him. Um, I just want better music, man. Compete with making a better album. I know that's what some people said. That's what J. Cole was taking the angle of with being competitive instead of him doing the rap beef. He's competing with his pen, becoming better and making better music than his peers or whatever. I think J. Cole said the same thing as well to a degree recently. Uh, Either within Clouds or within Port Antonio or whatever. I agree to a degree, but I get that you can't call yourself the king of something and then be like, oh, well, I'm not going to compete with you guys on wax like that. But you can't call yourself the king like that either. You could say, oh, I make the best music. That's different than saying, oh, I'm the best lyrically and I'm going to show you how, competing wise. But yeah, I completely agree. Beef is needed here and there, but I don't need like actual beef to leak out from the music itself because, like you said, Daylyt took it too far. I didn't really care for Daylight's responses anyways either. I'm glad Joey stopped. I hope
Hmm.
this is the end. I don't need any more of this. Just put them on DSPs so we could listen to these tracks. Really, I just want Joey to put his on DSP so I can listen to those tracks.
Hmm.
Uh, Besides that, I don't want to be for a long while.
Yeah. It- the angle that only can work in competitive, if you could be competitive, is two or three artists make a posse cut. You get on the track. you have your best verse. You don't have to mention that the other guy that's on this track with you sucks. You don't have to say that, oh, their last album was trash or they haven't had a hit since, forever. Like you can actually just show your skill in rapping, your double entendres, your internal schemes, your different flows. You break that's kind of like, yes, Joey added a lot of like, he was throwing shots at Ray Vaughn, but also at the same time displaying his skill and like how he can, have schemes, different word plays. Ray Vaughn, his skill was the roasting. He was being a little funny. Like, but when it came to like him, when it comes to like skill wise, like rapping ability, not saying he can't rap, it just didn't show that for me. It just showed more of his wittiness of like that's a skill, don't get me wrong. But I'm saying it was just more like throwing dirt, and trying to throw
Mm.
like ranking on somebody's like, oh, you don't have a hit. Like you keep saying the same thing. Like, could you say the same thing in a different way? Or like, I don't know.
Yeah.
It just
It
didn't
came
do
off
anything.
redundant. It came
Yeah,
off
it was
like
just
you didn't think too far in
you
this,
really
did
didn't
you?
have much to say. Just be quiet at this point. So I don't know. I
Yeah.
just rather us if you're gonna be competitive, just be competitive in a way of just showing how good you could rap and not being like you don't have a hit and nobody cares about it. And you're a badass, but I'm bad to the bone. Like, bro, why did he even put out something? Like, bro, just shut up. But
I
what are
don't
you gonna do, bro? It's like I think you
nothing.
brought up the Harlem Nights reference, right? Did you bring up that Harlem Nights
No, I think you did.
when he was just like "Phew,"
Oh,
that
that
one
was you.
gun?
That was
Phew,
you.
put that little mother up, pretty much. Because I heard it somewhere. I think you know who I heard it from.
Who?
What's color said it?
Troy? John? Oh,
Wayno said
wow.
that. Wayno said
Mm.
that. That's how I feel. Like, come on, bro. We got machine guns over here. We got Tommies.
So basically, be the last time that we really got a competitive track like that was One Train.
Yeah, like that type of stuff y'all have to do.
You know,
You
I'm
know what I'm
about to say
saying?
next with that boy Big Crit who won.
Oh, nah, he killed that verse. He killed that
But
verse.
yeah, going back to that, dang, I know some people's like, oh, what happens if the South jumps in? I'm like, no, this isn't our fight. This isn't our battle.
Mm-mm.
We don't really care about this. We're doing our own thing. We have our own fights and struggles to talk about. Uh,
Mm-hmm.
like we said off podcast, and that's prove to you guys that we have lyricists. Since everybody, well, really East Coast people think that we don't have enough lyricists down here, and that we killed hip hop or whatever.
And
I know some.
one of the guys in the big three is supposedly one of the best, right? He's from the South.
Hmm.
Idiots.
But everybody claims him as an East Coast artist though, so that don't count though, right? B.
Because he went to St. John's. What the hell?
And well, B, he signed to an East Coast label, Jay-Z. So the East is up, not the South.
So Drake is the South too then.
But B, we can't count that as that though. That don't count. He's from Canada. That don't count. Just because he
Okay.
signed to Young
So
Money,
the
Cash
North
Money,
is really
that
up.
don't count.
I guess.
But yeah, overall, yeah, beef. This was like an internet beef. I don't even think hip hop was alive. It's just that it gave Twitter something to talk about because y'all didn't
Hmm.
even care about the beef before Joey really started putting down diss tracks. When Ray Vaughn and all them was responding, y'all didn't care. The cipher, yeah, it did a little bubbling because you saw Absol and Joey right there next to each other.
Hmm.
But besides that, it's like no one cared about this beef until Joey started spanking Ray Vaughn and them. So, and even then, outside of that, everybody just trying to clip and click farm off of the whole beef itself. Like Justin Hunt, the company man, making that long list of people of diss tracks where, let's be real, be out of everybody who keeps up with hip hop, how much of a percentage do you think they listen to all those tracks? Or
I
about
don't think
percentage of them listen to half those
if
tracks?
anybody listens to him, I think the company man would.
He has all them reactions, but he got the
Bro,
reactions lined up.
hey, Cubby Man will like because he be listening to all types of stuff, and
He be in
also
the most
he
obscure pockets of hip
right,
hop.
and he shows like a lot of people's like some love. So it's like I don't
Uh-huh.
know, bro. He if he did that list, he probably listened to every single song, and he
Hey
had a big
B,
old
that's
smile.
That,
One clap for A. One
what's like
second
a
clap for
clap?
so and
What's like
so.
an applaud?
For so and so with their diss, you know.
Yeah, we never heard of this person, but Company Man reporting on it. I already told
Hmm.
you, Company Man be reporting and reacting to the most obscure stuff in hip hop that no one cares about.
That's why I like him. He is. Hey, I still
I
fuck.
respect it, but some
I
stuff I'm like,
respect
okay,
company man, bro. I
you
have
didn't need to
to.
react to that. You know what I'm talking about, but that he didn't need to react to.
Oh yeah, that. Oh yeah,
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 them
yeah.
people, them weird people. But yeah, this or this that or beef that I don't care about, but Joey coming out to play and spanking Ray Vaughn like he did, I did enjoy that.
Hmm.
But yeah, y'all let us know what y'all think about this beef down in the comment section down below.
Man, shout out to Beyond Beats and Culture.